Today we're going to create a piece of op art. You need a piece of white paper. If you have heavy tag, that would be great. If not, plain white drawing paper is fine. A pencil, a marker, a ruler, something to make a circle with, and some colored pencils. And we're going to start first, and also something to go underneath to create a barrier. So I'm going to take my piece of paper and I'm going to reduce the size by folding it in half. And if I have time, I'll have a chance to do a second piece. And we're going to start by putting a circle in the middle, and we're always going to trace with our pencil. So it doesn't have to be perfectly centered, but as close to the middle as you can get. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to think about dividing this in half. So I'm not going to necessarily draw a perfect line down the middle, but I'm looking for a dot, top, and bottom. And then I'm going to make, just freehand, an arc, like sort of a gentle arc, and I'm going to do the reverse of that arc on this side. I'm going to go out from that arc, and I'm going to pull another arc, and I'm going to go out from there on this side, and we're actually not going to connect right to the top. I'm going to go slightly away from the top. Same thing on this side. I'll be arcing out, and I'm going to do one more right here, which will be pretty small, and they're getting smaller as they go out. So my last arc is going to be through here, and that is it. Then I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to try to find basically the middle here, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to pull an arc this way, and then reverse it, and then I'm going to go out. I'm going to pull another one, and out, pull another one, and then the last one I'm going to put into here. Okay. Now I'm going to trace that with my marker. And when I'm trying to trace with my marker, I'm never trying to pull an entire circle. I'm going to stop when I need to and turn the page and trace over these lines. And what we are making is a kind of op art, like an optical illusion, and we're attempting to make this look like a sphere. Okay, and then I'm going to color this. Now, I am going to erase away any excess pencil. Alright, now I'm going to start this row by row. And I'm going to start probably right down the middle. So I'm going to start here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to inline inside my shapes. That creates a barrier. And then I can go back and forth with a little more speed. And I'm going to do every other one, creating like an A-B pattern, or alternating them. And I'm inlining each one. So if any point you are working along with this video that you need to stop and pause, you may. I then go out to the next row, and I'm going to alternate. So if I have a white block here, in the middle. Then I'm going to alternate my way out. This will be black, this will be white, this will be black, and I'll go row by row, alternating my way out. This one here. And then I'm just going to do the reverse on the other side. All right, so there is my op art sphere. Now, here in the background, I am going to do a basic grid. I'm going to do it first, though, in pencil. And I could eye this, or I could measure it. I'm going to eye it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull lines. I'm going to try to make them nice and straight. And when I hit my globe, I'm going to stop and then pick up on the other side. And I'm going to try and make them about the same width. If they're a little off, it's not going to matter. But I'm going to try my best to have them be pretty straight. And then I'm going to go this direction. Again, when we hit our sphere, we're going to pick up and go down on either side. I'm going to do one more here. All right, now I'm going to trace over them as well in marker. I always lay out first in pencil. If there's something that is really off, I can go ahead and fix it. But it's nice to have a barrier underneath, because at this point I will go off the edges at times, and I don't have to worry about writing on the table, or if you're at home on a desk or something. So again, just carefully tracing. Hit my circle. Now with this one, because it's going to be interrupted by the circle, we're going to be careful to start on a side, and we'll first work our way through the sides, and then we will work our way into the middle. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of any excess pencil lines. And again, here we are working our way in. I'm going to pick a place to start. I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to color this. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go through and mark. So I'm starting here, and I'm going to put a small dot in every other one. So alternating as I go through. And then I'm going to go down a row. If this is white, I'm going to alternate. And I'm going to go one more. So here, blank, and here. And then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to just go down to the next section. So this is a blank. This is dot, blank, dot. And then I'm alternating my way through. Anywhere that I'm putting a dot is going to be done in black. And what happens is, by doing it this way, like to my circle, and mapping it out, now I'm going to come this direction and fill this last space. So, and if at any time you're about to put a dot next to a dot block, you've got to back up and figure out where you miss something, or where you put two like ones together. Okay? All right, so now I've got it mapped out, and I'm going to trace inside, and then I'm going to, so I always create a barrier, and then I'll go back and forth until I fill each one of these. Always inlining, that prevents us from coloring across. And I'm not going to finish mine. I'm going to let you guys get to work. And then when you have your entire background done in black to white, you'll come back and watch the second video of how to finish it with color.